Join me live every Tuesday for Create With Me and start your own journey with my free 5-day intuitive art journaling course. The link is below. I'd love to see you there. This week, we're slowing down with a mindful 10-minute art session inspired by the warmth and influence of fall. So as you could see in that page, so stay to the end, the warm tones, but still with blue, but using turquoise, which is a much warmer color. And here I'm indicating the tools and materials that I might use. I don't always use everything, but I like to have it there handy. And it is a good idea, if you haven't already, to set up an art space for yourself so you can come back and do regular or more consistent 10-minute art sessions for yourself, because it takes time to build trust and get to know following your intuition for this type of art making. So as I'm setting my watch, and once I get into the mode, it just seems like a long time. This is a calligraphy pen that I'm using. So it's chiseled, so when you twist it around, it makes much more interesting lines than just a regular pen. And as you can see, this is in real time, so nothing sped up, anything like that. I'm really learning to slow down my hand and really pay attention and be present. It's also good to lessen your control and use your opposite hand. Switch it around, changing directions, and of course, changing tools anytime you are inspired to do so. I'm finding these are new marks that I'm creating these days, which I believe are really influenced by the art tool. So if you're new here, welcome to Michele Holden, Beyond Mixed Media, and these 10-minute art sessions are so soothing, calming, and everything else. And this is the new series that will go on about for 4 to 6 weeks. It's my mindful mark making series. So I still thought I would throw in a 10-minute page showing you what to do with different layers of marks, collage, paint, or stencil. Water-soluble graphite is another one of my favorites. And I like how it can be smudgy and create sort of a grungy effect in your colors or the next layers that I choose to use. I've got some nice new brushes. They're the soft watercolor brushes. And those work best, I feel, for just getting some puddling going, some washes, and just having fun and exploring a really favorite group of art tools. This is, I think it's aqua fine, or I forget what it is. The materials list will be in the description below. It's an acrylic ink, and I really just like to use the bottle lid and its applicator as my mark making tool. Drops, drips, and Sometimes I use a lot of ink, sometimes I just use a little bit of ink. And one of my other object tools that I love is the bamboo skewer. It has that very fine tip, but right now I've discovered using it on its side to create a much wider, darker mark, and then scouring through the other marks to create very fine lines. Starting with marks in this way is a great way to activate your pages, as when the layers are dry, you will be or can paint over them, push them back, slightly put a very thin layer on them of paint or collage. So I have one of those notebooks that I cut in half. That was in last week's video. Let's see, what was that one? Yes. Stop scrolling, pick up a pen, which is so that, I'm still working on as well. I think we're all there. And just remembering like, oh yes, I could do this. So I use the next page from that video as sort of a dabber, and then the marks just build on that. So I really like that book is small and can use it anytime. So this is some charcoal marks lifted from the jelly plate printer, and also with a layer of paint on them. And I love how the marks underneath just show they're like shadow, and with the overlaying of the other marks. But be mindful, because we're mindful, if you use this too much, it just gets really, really busy. But in your intuitive mode, I think after much practice and time, you sense this, and then you end up covering it or veiling it with some paint. So I chose turquoise. I just love these two wonderful colors together. And I think it's burnt umber. I just remembered the name. And I'm using the Caran d'Ache, the water-soluble crayons. I also have pastels there. You can see them in the upper left. And the Inktense pencil crayons. Those three products are excellent. Just to add water to them, then they make a slight glaze, using early on in your layers or later. And that's where you'll build up your intuitive layering experiences as to which layers you like and the order of your layers. It's all in the layers. So my small brayer, I love to use it because I know how wide the mark's going to be, but I love how it's just so spontaneous and it's a surprise every time. That's a little unbleached titanium, which I love and really prefer to use in most of my color palettes. Here comes the burnt umber. Such a beautiful, rusty, earthy tone. And you can see it's quite transparent. So if you were to add a medium to it, it would even be more, and you could use it as a wonderful glaze. It's actually a pretty good glaze for to replace the nickel azo gold, which nothing can replace nickel azo gold. I understand. I really miss that color. So as you can see, when you start your marks, you'll find you'll lean towards a particular shape or composition, grid, circles, organic shapes, and they just keep showing up and showing up. And it's really good to pay attention to these things and just write yourself a little, oh, these showed up, explore more, or try something new. This is the coffee dyed bamboo paper, which is very transparent. And I found that even adding the medium from the top, it sinks down into it, and it's easy to spread without very much bubbling at all. My new bamboo brushes, which are very good for a variety of lines as you can alternate the pressure, and much more collage. So if this kind of thing resonates with you, I have more, and we go deeper, and we're building up a wonderful community on Create With Me every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I know that that is difficult for some time zones, but I always upload the live, and you can watch it on my channel under the playlist section. So I hope to see you there. And Asemic writing, or this kind of writing, is also a huge influence, and it is an amazing 10-minute session that I've had. So much layers, so much calm, so much connection, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Oh wait, there is a last part I threw in here, which is great, which is the stencil. I didn't have some strong contrast with my favorite value, or dark black. So we will just finish up with this. I'm using a makeup sponge. And the stencils you can get on Amazon, Temu, and Stencil Girl. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next week. Happy creating.